I'm gonna tell y'all something that y'all might not know. I'm gonna also tell you something that I never talked about, and I never wanted to talk about it, but I'm gonna say it. Might as well, you know. But you have a lot of conscious beings down here. You got a lot of chosen and Christ beings down here, right? Now, whenever you die, to all the chosen beings, all the star seeds, all the conscious ones, whenever they die, right, the soul and the spirit, it leaves the body. It leaves the body and it goes back to source. It goes back to the original energy where it comes from. From there, that's when they realize who they are. They get told why they had their mission, and they make a decision whether they want to come back on earth or they want to go somewhere else. They make a decision if they want to come back or not, right? For the NPCs and the clones and the sleepers, these people are bound to hell, which means they don't have eternal life. So all of these wicked spirits that is wandering the earth, the NPCs, right? They are the closest things to a natural conscious being because they are down here to study them. Now, a wicked spirit, an evil spirit, right? When they lose their body doesn't go back to source because they don't have eternal life. They are bound to hell. So when an NPC dies, the fact that they don't have eternal life and they are bound to hell because they are part of the program, their soul wanders the earth looking for another NPC so that it can invade that body. And if ever one day that the earth get destroyed, that soul, that NPC, that clone, that sleeper cell is going to die along with the earth because they are bound to hell. But a Christ, a chosen one, a star seed, a conscious being, when they die, the fact that they have eternal life, every time when they die, their soul and spirit leaves the system, it leaves the matrix, it leaves earth, and it goes back to the original source because they indeed have eternal life. And they can decide whether they want to stay with source, they want to go back to their soul family and take a break from living a human experience, or they can decide to come back on earth and live another experience to do whatever mission that they choose. But a lost, wandering soul that is bound to hell, they are bound to earth for the rest of eternity and they can never leave. This is why NPCs are naturally created, because the NPC doesn't have a conscience. An NPC doesn't have a soul. So right now, if you see a man die on the street and his soul is bound to hell, his soul and the spirit left that body. But once it leaves the body, it stays on earth and it wanders earth until it finds another NPC and then it invades that body. Now that body has the characteristics of the man that you just saw dead on the street. But that soul that invaded that new body, it doesn't know the family that it once had before. It is now living a different experience. You ever seen a person that has like multiple personalities, and it's like one moment they can be this way and then it like that way, and it's like they change, not all the time, but they change. These people really don't have souls. They don't. They really don't have a conscience. And every time when a person dies that is wandering the earth, because right now earth is really hell. Even though earth is not really hell, the people that invaded this planet, they made it into hell. But just to let y'all know, this planet Earth is not always going to be the hell that it is. This planet Earth is going to be reborn. This planet Earth eventually is going to go back to the original way that it used to be. It's just that the people that invaded this planet that made it hell for what it is, they are stuck here. They can never leave here at all. The only thing that they can do is transfer in different bodies. But they can't, listen to what I'm about to say. All of the ones that is bound to hell, all they can do is wander the earth and transfer in different bodies. But the thing about it is that they can only transfer in NPCs. They can't transfer in a person that is chosen. They can't transfer in a person that has a conscience. They can't transfer in a Christ body because that Christ body is protected by the source. It cannot be violated. It cannot be touched. So a person that is bound to hell, they can only go and transfer in another NPC. They can't transfer in another clone because a clone is created. A clone is basically like a body of clay that is walking on earth. They are basically dead in itself. They are clones. So a spirit and a soul that don't have eternal life, they can only get into an NPC and now they have a new experience. So the same way that an evil, demonic, hell-bound soul can transfer in different bodies, a person that is of Christ, they can transfer in different bodies too. It's just that a person that is of Christ, a person that has a conscience, they can go back to source. And they have their power to either return back or go back to their soul family or stay with the source. A hell-bound soul can never leave earth. Never. This is why a hell-bound soul, this is why this is their soul mission, to get a Christ-like person to believe everything that they know. So that Christ-like person can be hell-bound just like they are. This is why you got to be mindful with who you with. Because a hell-bound soul that is inside of an NPC, you really don't know the difference between an NPC and a Christ-like person because they are here to study that Christ-like person. They are here to study that conscious being, to be just like them. It's almost like how they are creating the robots that we are about to live with. All these robots that they are about to create, all these AI robots that they are about to create, the main job for these new robots that they are going to create, their main job is to learn and study what it is like to be a human, because eventually they are going to replace a human. So these hell-bound spirits created NPCs, and they are here to study the Christ-like people, because eventually the whole entire earth is going to be invaded with only robots and NPCs. All of the Christ-like people are going to be gone. All of the star seeds is going to be gone. All of the chosen ones is going to be gone. The only thing you're going to have on this earth left are robots and NPCs. So they are going to be considered humanoids or humans. So this is why we are living in very deceiving times. No, not humanoid. They're going to be considered humanoids or robots. So you're going to have the real robots that is living on earth now, and the humanoids are going to be the NPCs. So right now we are human beings. We are Homo sapien beings. They are trying to change the human beings into humanoids, because you're going to have robots, AI robots, and you're going to have humanoids. Humanoids are going to be regular humans, but they are going to have a robotic mind. So this is why we are living in deception times, and we have always been living in deception times.